In this video, we will cover who is considered a qualifying child. Washington's rules for qualifying children follow the federal earned income tax credit requirements, including your child's age, relationship, residency, and whether they filed a joint return for their federal taxes. All 4 of these requirements must be met. Additionally, all qualifying children must have either a Social Security number or Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, also known as an ITIN. The unique part about Washington's credit is that children with an ITIN can qualify. Let's go over the requirements for qualifying children. Generally, a qualifying child must be 18 or younger at the end of the tax year, and be younger than you, the applicant, or your spouse, if married filing jointly. There are a couple exceptions to the 18 or younger requirement. We're going to cover those now. If the qualifying child is enrolled as a full-time student, they must be 23 or younger at the end of the tax year, and be younger than you, or your spouse, if married filing jointly. If the qualifying child is permanently and totally disabled at any time in the tax year, there is no age requirement. A qualifying child must be related to you in some way. They can either be your child, sibling, or descendant of your child or sibling. For example, a qualifying child can be your own child, including adopted children, stepchild, foster child, or a descendant of one of these, such as a grandchild. A qualifying child may also be your sibling, half-sibling, step-sibling, or descendant of one of these, such as a niece or nephew. You cannot claim a child's spouse as a qualifying child. A qualifying child must have lived with you, or your spouse if married filing jointly, in the United States for more than half of the tax year. There are a couple exceptions to this requirement that we'll cover now. If a child was born during the year for which you claim the credit, and they lived with you for more than half of their life during that year, they meet the residency requirement for a qualifying child. If a child passed away during the year for which you claim the credit and lived with you for more than half of their life that year, they meet the residency requirement for a qualifying child. A qualifying child must not have filed a joint return for the tax year, unless they are only filing to claim a refund of income tax withheld or estimated tax paid. Learn more about rules for qualifying children, including information for divorced, separated, and/or joint parents and guardians, at irs.gov/EITC.